Oh, I finally want to make this video. Okay, so V20 V60. V20 owners. I'm gonna say this with the most certainty that I can say this. And please, don't take this as the V20 is trash now. Don't take this as why you're still using this old phone. Because I know why you're still using the V20. There's nothing else like it. Until now. Until now. Until now, there was really no competition for the V20. There was really nothing that I would say matches what the V20 can give you. Sure, the V30, the V40, the V50 also had a quad DAC. Sure, they may have had better speakers. Stuff like that. May have had a better display depending on if you like OLED or not. I personally prefer LCD, but OLED is totally fine, especially now. And no removable battery. But, and this is a big old but, the V60 does it, man. This is the worthy successor to the V20. Not only do you not have a removable battery, which, sucks. You have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery compared to the stock battery that came in this, a 3,200 milliamp hour battery. And the highest capacity that I was able to see you get for a V20 without you having to get some big dumb case on it is a 4,380 milliamp hour battery. Not only that, but better when it comes to stuff like, oh God, the beats are still connected. I'll deal with that later. No, but you get better battery optimization, And there is stuff like, okay, this has a Quad HD display, this has a 1080p display, whatever. That's honestly not a compromise really to me personally. Would I like the more resolution? Yeah. But it's not that big of an issue for me personally. You still get dual cameras on the back. Both have dual LED flash. This has laser autofocus, which, we've kind of transitioned from because phones now have very fast focus. Both are big phones. Big phones. Hell, I think the V20 is still a bit wider, but it's not that much wider. The V60 is thicker because of that battery. Fingerprint sensor in the display rather than on the back. I personally would prefer it on the back. You get a 16 megapixel wide angle lens on here, whereas you get an 8 megapixel one on here. You get a 64 megapixel main sensor, whereas you get a 16 megapixel main sensor on here. You get a Z camera for your portrait mode shots and all that. And honestly, you get an always on display. And you also have it on here as well. And honestly, I just think it's time. I think it's time to just transition people. Because the sad truth about the V20 is that the V20 comes from an LG era where updates are not nearly as frequent. And it's probably not gonna get Android 8 or 9. Or 9. Android 9. I think it's already on 8. Let me check. It's probably not going to get Android 9. About phone. Software, yeah, it's not going to get Android 9. And it's most definitely not going to get software updates. It's a 4-year-old phone. It's time. You can't get security updates really anymore. You can't really get software updates unless you download and install a custom ROM, which will mess with stuff like the manual camera. It'll mess with stuff like the quad DAC maybe. And you basically won't have the same phone. The V60 is the answer to a lot of the issues I feel that the V20 has. Better auto processing on here. Like overall, like the camera is better overall. The only thing that I wish the V60 had that this has, being able to direct the mics in manual mode. I miss that. You could do it in the voice bokeh mode and the regular video mode on the V60. It's not the same, bro. And I'm not going to do a spec for spec showdown type thing because obviously the V60 will trump it. But it just comes down to you get the same stuff. Not only that, you get stuff that's better. The quad DAC is improved on here. B&O tuning on here versus LG's tuning on here. You get LG's 3D sound engine on here. The only thing is that this will have MQA certification and stuff like that, which in the long term really doesn't matter because you can still play those files on the V60. So, like, and I'm not saying, oh, chuck your V20 away. I'm saying it's time to transition to a new phone because honestly, the V20 is just not gonna. It's not gonna hang. Soon it's not gonna be supported anymore, and it's just time, guys. Like it's sad to say, it really is, man. I love the V20. It was the phone that started my channel, so don't even try to sit here and say, "Oh, you just hate the V20." I don't. Like I said, the phone started my channel. But it's honestly just the proper time to upgrade. Because you can't get this experience from a Samsung, from an Apple, from a Google, from a Huawei, from a Motorola, from a Sony, from any. You can't get the stuff that you get on here. Well, Sony, you get a very good manual photo and video mode. A very good manual photo and video mode. So, and the next one will indeed have a hi-fi DAC in their head and a headphone jack. But you don't get those things that you that made you fall in love with the V series in the first place, right? You didn't just fall in love with it because it was a big phone. Not only that, but this definitely has better speakers. The speakers on the V20 were kind of ass to be real. They were fine for the time, but now they're just not. They're not there anymore, and it's just. I'm gonna just subtitle this. It's time. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for support. Yeah, honestly, keep your V20 still. I would still definitely have it as like a phone to do other stuff on. Like say you want to just use it as your main media source and stuff like that. Do that. Use it as a car player. Do that. But using it as a main phone in 2020 just isn't the way to go. It isn't, because it's getting more long in the tooth. And while, yes, this phone is still plenty fast, honestly, aside from certain things, Google Play tends to act real weird on here. Yeah, it's getting a bit like, Oh yeah, and now Last of Us 2 stuff is coming up. Let me go to YouTube. See, look at that. Oh God. Oh God. Now I gotta move. Now I gotta get out of there. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, let me know in the comment section below what you guys are thinking. If you're thinking about going to the V60, but honestly, please, it's time. This is an intervention. Have a good one.